Welcome to Real Talk Wrestling. I just noticed, I think we are in Bobby's creation for No Holds Barred studio, and I just took it over. I think, I'm not sure. But either way, we're live somewhere, either on Finns Talk Sports Network or Finns Talk Extra or both. I think I messed everything up. But I'm sorry about that, Bobby. We'll fix it on Saturday. By the way, Saturday's show, Chris, we should have invited you because we're doing the first ever. We're doing a review of an old pay-per-view. That's right, pay-per-view, because we're doing an AEW pay-per-view, the first ever COVID pay-per-view that had the Stadium Stampede, the first Stadium Stampede match. All those matches back in 2020. We're watching that pay-per-view and we're going to review it on No Holds Barred on Saturday. So it's going to be a fun time. I haven't turned it on to watch it yet, but I was just going through HBO Max and I'm like, wait, I'm going to go watch some good AEW television because, guys, in the AEW Minute, I got a lot to say.
It's going to be like 5 minutes today.
So I was like, hey, Bobby, we should do this. And he's in for it. So that's what we're doing Saturday, guys. We're reviewing that pay-per-view.
How many more days do you have your HBO Max? That's right. That's right. It switched over to your Spectrum.
Yeah,
right?
I have it forever. You have it till October 4th.
October 4th? Okay.
Yeah. Clutch, I canceled HBO Max and Peacock.
Did you?
Yeah, I have it on my cable subscription on Spectrum. So I just logged into my cable. I have Disney Plus. I have Paramount Plus. Like all that's free. Peacock. The only thing, if you want to upgrade, so on HBO Max, I can get it for free with ads, or I can upgrade it. They charge my cable bill $6 extra a month. So I paid the $6 extra a month on my cable bill to have no ads on my HBO Max. So same thing with Disney Plus. Like I get all that stuff, and I had no idea. I literally just saved about $65 a month, canceling all my subscriptions. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But this is not save money episodes or podcast. This is for wrestling, and we have a lot to get to. There was a very, very bad PLE that ESPN put on, that the WWE put on, which a lot of us were not able to watch because we can't figure this stuff out. Clutch, he does not live in America. It was probably so easy for him. So he definitely watched the show. Chris, I know you didn't. I tried. I tried for an hour straight, scanning the QR code, putting in the stupid code, the 5 digits, doing this, doing that. It was ridiculous.
Let me just ask, did you feel the level of frustration that I had been feeling over trying to use Bleacher Report?
No, because I didn't spend any money. So yeah, you spent $60 and didn't get the product. I spent nothing. Did not get the product.
But in the moment, like you're all geared up and ready to go and watch a pay-per-view or a PLE, and then it doesn't work.
We'll get to that. Clutch, you did watch the show. What was the vibe like? How was it? I know the reviews were kind of mid on it, but how was the overall presentation and how easy was it for you to watch?
Well, for me, it was extremely easy. It was click on Netflix and press play, which is fantastic. And I love Europe. Secondly, listen, I've seen a lot of people be disappointed by this show. I'm not as disappointed, but I'll tell you why I'm not as disappointed. Because Triple H tried to fool everybody once again, saying, "Oh, big surprises coming up, big show full of can't miss moments." Again, like hyping up the surprise part of things. Guess what? He did this in so many other shows where they debuted on whatever, and it never was any surprise. So I didn't fall for it this time. That's why I wasn't as disappointed as other people. The beginning of the show was an opening that felt like the vibe to when they did the opening for the Raw debut on Netflix. It was that same vibe. It's like introducing the casual fan to what WWE/wrestling in general is. And God, you try to set the tone. First match, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. Jesus, that match sucked. They just... If I wanted to see John Cena get murdered by Brock Lesnar, I'd just tune in 10 years ago to SummerSlam and be done with it. I don't see what the point is. And I honestly wanted to turn the show off after that one. That's how badly I received that match. I kept going. And towards the end, if you go all the way to the end of the show, the 2 matches carried that show. And it's the mixed tag match. It was actually good. And Stephanie and Io match. They have good chemistry. They wrestled great together, and Stephanie got her moment. I know we'll talk about that in a bit, Josh. But and then you get to the main event, which is basically ends up being just another B show Cody defense with nothing extra additional. There were reports about like, oh, they want actually Randy to be involved and things like that, make it interesting. But nope, nothing. Just Cody ends up on top, beats Drew, and over. The show goes to dark, and everybody's left with like, what's missing here? Like, what they promised something big. They promised a surprise. We got, I guess, Stephanie in the Hall of Fame. Good for her. I mean, she deserves it. She's cool and all, but I think that was the biggest quote unquote surprise of the night, and that probably disappointed a lot of people, including I think ESPN themselves. One of their own people gave it a really bad mixed review on the show. So it was a frustrating show. I expected more from that show, and I got two good moments, two nice moments with AJ Punk and then Stephanie. But after that, like, I feel like I wasted half of my time watching that show.
That's good to hear and also bad to hear because obviously I could never figure out how to watch the show. And I'm kind of glad I dodged it. Let me tell you about my day Saturday. I had a stream with Bobby, who's in the chat. He said it was a glorified Saturday night main event. Probably true. So around 2:00, I got the itch. Like, ooh, All Out's about to start. Like, I'm gonna have the biggest wrestling day ever. I'm just gonna chill, do nothing. I'll take a break from AEW, do this no holds barred, then go back to watch AEW, then follow up and watch the ESPN show. I had a full day lined up. So then I go, man, this All Out card sucks. Like, this All Out card sucks. Like, there's nothing big. Adam Page is wrestling Cal Fletcher for the world champion. Like, nobody has a story. The only story going in was like Edge and Christian versus FTR. So I decided to opt out of that because I'm like, okay, I'll just watch the ESPN show later. Do the no holds barred. Bobby tells me it's complicated. You got to do this Disney thing. You got to do this thing. You got to do that thing. We wrap up an hour before the show. I have a full hour to buy this or figure this thing out. Again, QR code, verify email, hit in this thing, log into Spectrum. I do it all 1,000 times. Can't figure it out. I say screw it. I watch Superman instead. Superman was good. Superman was very good. If you have not seen Superman yet, very good. I don't like comic book. I'm over comic book movies. I enjoyed this one. That being said, as I was watching Superman, I was kind of getting updates, going on social media, things I don't like to do, but I wanted to know what was going on. Oh, Brock Lesnar squashes John Cena. Who cares? This sucks. I don't need to see a match too. Thank God we're not. Stephanie, like everything I didn't want to happen happened, and nothing happened at the same time. So it was a throwaway pay-per-view. If they're going to keep on doing this on ESPN and making us jump through hoops to watch their 5-match card, sorry, dude. Like, you guys made a bad choice. You're going to lose a lot of viewers because let me tell you something, brother. Not all of us stream all the time. Some of us don't know how to change from their. I do. I know how to do this stuff. That's why I'm so frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. So if I couldn't figure it out, how the heck is the 50-year-old dude or gal or whoever trying to figure out? How is the dad who has a 13-year-old son going to? How are we? They make it so complicated when it shouldn't be. And that's what makes me so upset. And ESPN did give it a C, but if you dig deeper into the person who gave it a C, go to his Twitter account, go to his social media. He is an AEW tribalistic mark. Go look it up. The guy on the ESPN article that gave it a C is an AEW mark. It's factual. Just go to his social media accounts. Take that grade with a grain of salt. But that being said, though, how do they expect to keep us if we can't see it?
Do you disagree with his grade of a C?
I didn't see the show.
Honestly, he was being generous with a C.
Okay, there you go. Sounds like that was a very generous grade. I don't know. I personally didn't really have high hopes for this. You know what? We always talk about your WrestleMania, your Royal Rumble. You got your A pay-per-views. There's some B pay-per-views. I would have, going into this felt like a C pay-per-view. Like Clutch that I just had very low expectations for it. I wasn't expecting like once in a month from now, we're not going to even remember this pay-per-view, right? We're not even going to think about it again. I think they just threw something together to put something on ESPN is what it felt like. It was just a quick throw together just to get something on there, and it was received pretty poorly.
Oop, that went away. Even
All
Bobby.
Right. All right, let's not get crazy here.
Even Bobby is the ultimate optimist and loves everything. Didn't like that particular match. But Chris, do you think it was part of we got to rush and we got to make sure we take AEW and get them out of business because that's their main goal and to debut on ESPN at the same time. So do you think if this was a thought out debut pay-per-view, PLE, whatever they want to call it these days, like it had potential. Every match looked like it could have been a main event match. Why did they pull the brakes? Why did they pull their punches? Why did they not do anything exciting? I don't understand it.
I think because it was just rushed. I kept seeing stuff about this being thrown together at the last minute. Like they didn't even know before they announced it. Like they just, hey, I think we could squeeze something in here. Yep, let's just throw a card together real quick. That was kind of what I was reading about beforehand. So I'm not real surprised that it didn't have the big moments and that it's not going to be memorable. The most memorable thing is going to be it was their first time around with Wrestlepalooza and first time on ESPN. And the most memorable thing is how bad it was, how underwhelming it was. Let's say that.
And how no one can find it. Because I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm hearing a lot of it. It's a lot of people cannot figure this thing out.
Listen, why didn't you listen to Stephanie and get your VPN?
Because I think
you could have just clicked on.
I think it's illegal, but I'm not sure.
You could have just gone on to Netflix and you could have watched it.
You know what? Maybe I'll look into it. My friend has a Fire Stick that has everything, and he's been telling me to get it for years now. It's only $30 a month, and you get literally everything. So, again, illegal activity. I don't want to be breaking the law. I'm a law-abiding citizen, Chris. All right? I don't do bad things. So let's get into the meat of the pay-per-view. That was the surface, right? Just frustration, couldn't log in, underwhelming, promise surprises. Very, very AEW-like show. What's going on, Josh Wingate? It is Josh Kimmel. I'm here, not canceled. I had a lot of people concerned that I was going to get canceled too. I'm still here, baby. Oh, you live under a rock? You didn't hear about the Jimmy Kimmel situation?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been literally every stream. Someone's like, "Oh, Josh Kimmel, better watch out."
Yeah, they said they canceled Kimmel, and I thought I was out of a job on Thursdays. You know.
Hey, we're still here, baby. We're still here. The meat of the matter is let's talk about some of the results of the matches real quick.
Let's talk about all of them.
Yeah, we'll talk about all.
I mean,
of them.
it's 5. So
we don't. Do we need to talk about the tag team match? Who cares?
We just need to know who won and who lost and who picked.
Oh, you want to know who the champion is? You want to know who the real talk? You want to know who the champion is?
Whenever we get there,
you know, Clutch. As soon as the pay-per-view ended, Clutch, he goes, "Who won? Who won, Josh? Who won? Who's the new champion?" Like, Chris.
No, I really didn't.
I tell Chris, I will announce the champion day of the show. He literally an hour later, I just listened to the show back. I'm like, yeah, Chris, we know you're the champion, buddy. All right. Yes, Chris is the new champion. He got 13 points. Clutch got 11. I got 8.
That's right. I am the champion now, Josh.
Me? I wasn't the champion. You didn't beat me. You beat.
I just wanted to hear you say it, though.
I should have gave Stephanie more confidence points because that was the only difference we had, right? In terms of results.
No, but the difference between me and you was our confidence points in the Brock Lesnar Cena match. You gave it 3, I gave it 2 because I was worried that they were going to do exactly what they did and make it Lesnar over Cena in a potential squash match. That was the whole reason why I dropped it down to a 2. If the women's title match was still including Naomi defending, I would have dropped that Brock and John Cena match all the way down to a 1-pointer because I just had this weird gut feeling they were going to do that. So that was the only difference. Me and you had all the same picks, just different confidence points.
So Chris is the champion for now until next pay-per-view, which I will
the next pay-per-view that I'm available. We'll see. I'll check my schedule.
Yeah, we'll see, buddy. So you're the champion. Congratulations. Let's talk about the real matches that happened. John Cena got squashed by Brock Lesnar. if you're not going to do a follow-up to this makes zero sense. They've already announced, or it's been rumored that, well, they've already announced his next opponent, but they've already rumored that they will never wrestle again in any way. So does that mean they're taking John Cena out of the, not taking him out, we just assumed he'd be in the War Games match. I mean, John Cena is not going to be in the War Games match because we assume Brock Lesnar is going to be a part of that on Team Seth. Anyway, talk about the results, Clutch, because there's a lot to unpack with this match. It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. It was so bad that I don't know, we'll probably get into this later, but it was so bad that John Cena basically told Triple H to fuck himself when it comes to, sorry, Bobby, when it comes to the next opponent. I don't know if that's work. I don't know if it's real, but the way it was done, I wouldn't be surprised if John Cena just said F it and went to Twitter and was like, hey, we're doing this. And it was that bad. Like, genuinely, it wasn't even SummerSlam 10 years ago where it was a bunch of suplexes and people were at least like shocked and genuinely like kind of into it because it was kind of like a car crash you didn't want to turn away from. It was just a finisher spot fest of like 15 F5s for what?
For what? You know, Chris sent me something like John Cena wants to put people over on the way out. He's not a selfish person, yada, yada, yada. How much more does Brock need? He's already a made man. Like, this makes zero sense to anybody.
He doesn't, but that's exactly what I said on last week's show is I just have this weird feeling that they're going to do. I didn't think he needed to be put over at the WrestleMania Undertaker match. At that point, he didn't need it then. He was already over. But they did it then. They had him kill the streak, and that's what made me think I just get this weird feeling that they're going to use this to get him some more heel heat going, on Cena's way out.
So we all assume, we could agree that there's going to be a War Games match with the Vision with Brock Lesnar on the team. So that being said, and they're going to go against the baby faces, probably Cody and the Usos, whoever, like the babyface superhero team. When they announce Brock Lesnar, because they're going to have this moment where, oh, who's our fourth guy, right? Oh, it's Brock Lesnar, and people are going to pop. If Brock lost to Cena, does WWE really think that he wouldn't get the same pop or the same reaction as if he just lost? Do they really think this win makes his appearance in War Games and helping Seth Rollins that much bigger? This is crazy talk. It's Brock freaking Lesnar. He can job to Cena, go away until Survivor Series. Boom, come back and get the same reaction. Now we have John Cena, who just lost, got destroyed. What makes me think he could beat AJ Styles? What makes me think he could beat these other guys? This was the most craziest, outlandish outcome next to the Stephanie one. Stephanie one was more crazy. This one was second best, second worst. No rebuttal to that, Clutch?
I thought we were gonna get officially into that later. We can get into it now.
I want to get into it now because I'm more interested in this one.
So
when I'm gonna ask you a question, then you can go off on me. It's fine. When she came out on Raw with Adam Pearce, and it was basically she can't cut a promo. There's no real story with her going on right now. We have no plans for her. Didn't that just seem like hey guys, this is our new champion. I know she hasn't been around much, but she's awesome. What was that? What's the plan with Stephanie? How would you book this? What would you do? Because there's nothing there for her in my eyes. Sorry.
I mean, you have to get creative with Stephanie because generally we talked about forever the lack of heels to face a babyface champion. I mean, it would have been the same issue. I can say the same issue with Io, but then you have the Asuka factor built into it. But now it seems like they're going into like a tag team direction when it comes to Io and Rhea. So going back to Stephanie, I mean, I still pull the trigger 10 out of 10 times of that. I don't think the Raw thing was, hey, you can't cut a promo. Here you go. It's more like, hey, we have a new star on this women's division who's finally made it to the top after being over for I don't know how long, ever since she's debuted on the main roster as NXT champion. I think it was more that. Do I know what's happening afterwards? Honestly, no. Do I trust that Stephanie can put up a good match if they put her up against random heel number one? Yes, because it's Stephanie Vacquer and she has done nothing to prove me wrong in the fact that she can just put up a good match against anybody.
Good matches are great. AEW has 1,000 of them every single day. Every day, AEW puts on 7-star matches every day. It doesn't matter. I just watched Dynamite today. I'm not joking when I say this. Every match was really fun and it was great. Every match was fun. But there's no substance. I don't care who wins. I can tell you exactly what they're going to do with Stephanie. Big E, Kofi, any super hot babyface that gets a title run that maybe you don't think should. I'm not saying that she shouldn't. I'm not saying that she should never. I'm just saying right now is not the time. Where they're just going to do these matches that don't mean anything, that there's going to be no story or substance there. And then at the end of it, we're going to go, oh, Stephanie did have the title back in 2020. Oh, what did she do with it? What happened? Unless we can get, because right there, what they're banking off of is, oh, we have this crown jewel event. We don't have to be creative. We already set it up where it's champion versus champion no matter what. We don't have to tell stories. The stories are literally just, oh, I'm a champion. Oh, you're a champ. Oh, we're going to fight for a ring. So they have time. So I will give them that. But I'm going to warn everybody, this build to Crown Jewel will be the most boring, lazy build you will ever see this year because there's no reason to build it. Yes, Cody and Seth is nice to see. Stephanie versus Tiffy, I hope we get. But what's the real build here? It's nothing. It's just champion versus champion. So this gives them an extra month to find something out or move pieces, whatever you have to do.
Yep.
So that being said, like I'm okay with Stephanie winning this title because it can lead up to Tiffany and Stephanie at Crown Jewel, but you got to have a plan after. Is it Bianca? Is it Raquel? Is it Roxanne? Is it because those are heels that deserve a push, in my opinion? I think they're almost right. Roxanne's getting there. I'm starting to buy into her a little bit more, but Raquel, they're pushing as this monster heel. I just don't see what they're gonna do after Crown Jewel. And I'm kind of worried about it. And I don't want her first title run to go unnoticed because they just threw it together. Kind of like what they did with Big E. That was so unfair to him. Big E didn't stand a chance when he won that title. You can agree with that, I hope. It was terrible. We don't remember it. We don't remember one feud or one match. I don't think, well, at least I don't. And I don't want that to happen to Stephanie because it was rushed, because they ran out of talent. I think they should have just given it to EO and have that title involved in that stupid feud. But it is what it is, and I'm here to see it. Chris, I know you're a big Vacquer fan.
I am. I was excited. I think this was the outcome out of all the matches that I was most excited for. Just because ever since I watched her first match that I saw, I was a huge fan. And yeah, I think they can put together a story. I get what you're saying. You're worried that you don't have confidence that they can do it. But she'll put on really good matches. So even maybe if the story's lacking a little bit, I think that can carry it along a little better. But there's some people there. Like you said, Raquel, Roxanne, she could go through each of them, because anytime somebody gets involved, you get involved with one, you get involved with the other. The fact that they do have the Crown Jewel show coming up, so it's going to be the champion versus champion thing. Maybe they move somebody over from SmackDown. Maybe they call somebody up because she is a recent, NXT call up. Maybe they call someone up from NXT just to have a match with her or something. What about Bayley? What is Bayley right now? Is she a face? Is she a heel? Could she work in between and have a match?
She's Mankind. She's Mick Foley. No, she is.
Yeah, that's
she's doing the three, but she's going with Lyra. She's with Lyra right now. She's busy.
But Lyra on the outside of the ring, she had a match. Bayley had a match, and it wasn't against Lyra. Yeah, they're building towards something there down the road. Why can't this be a stop along the way? Bayley versus Stephanie. That would be a really good match. So you could have some stuff, and then now look, you have a Roxanne match, you have a Raquel match, you have an NXT match, you have a Bayley match, you have she's going to have a Crown Jewel match. Okay, now we've made it pretty far down the road. Maybe some other people are available to step in to come back if there's people returning from injury. You can bring someone over from SmackDown. They can make some stuff work. They got the people there. Maybe we just don't see a story for her right now, but there is potential there that they can get something going. And people are behind her so much right now. That's why I was glad to see her get a title.
Clutch, I'm going to ask you this. And be honest. When your champion, healer face, can't cut a promo, do you take points away? Like, are you less interested?
No, I look to my time watching Black and Gold NXT and having Asuka be the champion. She couldn't cut a lick of a promo, and she was great.
Fair.
So
That's
I look
fair.
at the things like that, and that just going back to those kind of things make me not want to take away points because I think you can get around it,
Yeah.
especially with how over she is.
Yeah.
And
That's
maybe we make an exception for those who are really, really good in the ring, like Asuka is and Stephanie is. Maybe you kind of look the other way. Some people need that promo to help build them up a little more. But
Also, I don't know if you've seen the finish to the match. Best finish I've seen in a women's match in a while because you don't see a woman doing what Stephanie did to finish that match. It was
the top rope move.
the spiral tap kind of inverter spiral
Oh,
tap.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I took the video
You
and
sent it
sent
to
it to
me.
Josh.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
holy
saw it.
crap, that's insane.
Yeah. She's great. Like, I'm not dissing. Like, listen, I don't want anyone here watching thinking I'm dissing it or whatever.
No.
I just didn't think it was, to me, the right time, unfortunately. But hey, let's see what happens. Like, I don't think Triple H has done a bad job booking at all. But there are some misses. We can agree with that. He's not perfect, but overall, at least the product is on spot. The Jey Uso match, that I watched that breakdown of how he hit himself in the head. Oh, that's terrible. Bad times. People are like criticizing LA Knight for saying out loud, no, dude, that he did the right thing. I don't care. We all know it's a work anyway. Protect Jey. I don't know if that came from the backstage or if LA Knight just knew, but man, that was brutal. But nothing really came out of that. I think they're having a rematch, tornado tag match next week.
Yeah,
Is that correct? Yep. So they'll redo that match. So I can't really, the finish didn't matter to me. What else happened? Oh, the CM Punk match. The CM Punk, AJ Lee. You said you enjoyed the match. Bobby said he did not enjoy the match. What was so great about this match?
I think it strayed away from the traditional mixed tag thing that they always did, and there was a little bit more blend where there was more interactions between men and women against each other. And I think they did a very good job in that sense. I think, yes, just like Justin Toner said in the chat, I think AJ looked good. She looks in good shape. We knew that from when she came back. She doesn't look like she lost a step in that sense. And when you have her taking some serious bumps, she took a pretty nasty table bump during that match. And when they pushed her into Punk or something like that, I forgot how exactly what it went, but her ribs could have gotten crushed on that. And some good double team spots with Punk and AJ. All overall, just good to see her in the match. The only negative I would draw into that is that they did do the thing where they dragged it maybe a little too long to get her officially into the match, where it was like the fake outs of like, oh, about to tag. Nope. Heels do heel stuff,
Mm-hmm.
That's the only like negative I would throw into that. But other than that, I found the match to be great because it really did not feel like that traditional mixed tag match where it's like, okay, tag, now you're out kind of thing. Like there was a little bit more to it.
Okay, I did see some spots. I wish I would have bet. I wish we would have put this on our scorecard or our thing. Does AJ Lee put Seth Rollins in any kind of finisher or move? I would have confidence points 1 billion. I should have put that as every tag. That's a mixed tag 101. The woman can hit the men, and they always do every single time. It's always a good spot too. Like I popped for it. I liked it. I wasn't excited for this match, but I was excited for the outcome, the what's next. And I totally forgot that Crown Jewel was champion versus champion, not gonna lie. So when I saw Cody Rhodes come out on Raw first, I was kind of annoyed. I was going, is this Friday? I gotta deal with this crap right now? Like, we're gonna talk about watches again? That's what we're doing on Raw? We talk about watches when Cody Rhodes is on Raw? I guess we do.
Mhm.
So afterwards, now we have Seth moving on. I guess we're going to transition into this because Chris, you saw this. We have Seth transitioning to Cody Rhodes to fight for the Crown Jewel ring. Let me ask you, would you prefer Seth to pin Cody clean in the middle of the ring because he never has? Or does Cody need to go over in the spot? Someone's got to go clean. Or not clean, but someone's got to get pinned.
Yeah. Well, out of the two right now, who feels more important in the company? Who does it feel like they're pushing more right now?
I can't answer that because I don't watch SmackDown as much. Clutch, who would you think?
I mean, regardless of how you put it, Cody's always billed as QB1, and that they build that title to be the most important title. And it always feels to me, at least, that Seth is a little brother when it comes to that kind of stuff. Also, this is going to be their 4th match together. Seth has not won a single one of them, and I think it's time. I think Cody can afford a loss. Seth needs that win. As crazy it is to say, Seth Rollins does need that win to help legitimize himself as a top champion if he gets one on the WWE champion. And yeah, that's how I feel about that one.
Yeah.
That's how I book it too. Seth has to go over to make his stable look good. Cody can lose as a sympathetic babyface, either having Drew or the Vision interfere. Do we see Roman at Crown Jewel? Is he
They
going to
did
wrestle?
say he was coming back soon-ish because he finished filming some movie he was doing. So
Street Fighter. Was that Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where are they going to put him in? Is he going to be in the greater than the greatest Royal Rumble ever?
When are they doing that? When's that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing. I'd never pay attention to Crown Jewel.
Oh, Crown Jewel's not in Saudi Arabia this year. It's in Australia.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's an 8 a.m. show, our time.
I've literally never watched it for that reason of it always being in Saudi Arabia.
Crown Jewel's been good lately. I can attest that. Saudi shows I like Saudi shows because they're at like 2:00 for us.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of the day.
It's the best. Like I like daytime wrestling. I like daytime television. I don't like primetime, as we've discussed. I don't like primetime late television. So in Australia, the Crown Jewel show for us, Chris, starts at 8 a.m. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. So if I can figure out how to buy it or watch it or whatever, I'm gonna watch it. I'm interested in this match only for the fact that I think Seth should get his win because he did lose 3 times in a row to an outsider. I liked how Cody put it as because they are still friends per storyline. Last they spoke, they were friends because of what Seth did to help Cody win. So I like this. I'm interested in this. We'll see how it goes. If Cody wins, I'll be very, very, very surprised and upset. What else happened at the Wrestlepalooza that we couldn't watch, Clutch? What was the other match?
It was mixed tag, then the women's world title match, then Drew.
The Vision and the Usos.
Oh yeah, concussion match, unfortunately, and the main event match didn't matter. Cody wins.
Over Drew, Steph over EO, Cena over Lesnar, and the mixed tag. We went over all of them.
All right, so
we hit them all.
That's over. Justin has a question. Here we go. Do you think Heyman will recruit Brock to help the Vision in War Games? Justin, you were not here for the beginning of the show, so I'll give you a break. 1,000%. That's why I think Brock got the win over Cena because they need. Oh, when they announce, Paul comes out there and announces we have Brock Lesnar. WWE thinks that him beating John Cena will make him look stronger. So that's why I think that's why they did this, the whole booking decision. So yeah, I do think that. My question is, who is the superhero team? Who is the baby faces?
I have a good idea of that, I think, or at least maybe 3 of them. I think we're looking at, because I go back to Punk saying the Seth thing is never really over. You got Punk there. Okay. You got, I think you have Roman there.
Okay.
You have Cody there.
Okay.
I'm missing the fourth, because I don't think it's going to be Cena. I have a theory for Cena for Survivor Series, which is
I don't think it's gonna be Cena either because they said they're not. Him and Brock are not gonna wrestle again, so it wouldn't be Cena.
Yeah, my theory for Cena is I believe Survivor Series is in San Diego, Petco Park. I think the baseball stadium, whatever. Who's from San Diego?
Dominic Mysterio.
Have the match. I mean, Cena has said it live on the mic. He wants people like Dominic Mysterio. Have the match. I mean, Cena has never won the Intercontinental Championship. Have the match.
Yeah. You know, Bobby has been saying this for a very long time. Since Cena's return, since he announced the retirement, Bobby has always said it's going to be him and Dominic the very last match. That's what Bobby wants. This wouldn't be the last match, but it'd be a match. And I'd be into, we don't. The whole thing with Dom, which is a separate story, is confusing as hell. Can we get into this real quick? Just 5 minutes?
Let's go.
I'm so confused. Dom, people cheer him. We love Dom. Dom's one of the main characters of the entire company. He's great. He was leaning toward Finn Balor has been this heel forever. And I hate to say he's teasing a heel turn against his own members, but he's been teasing a heel turn on the Judgment Day for like 3 straight years. He hasn't stopped. So that's just his character now. Now things have shifted. Finn is turning into the babyface. JD McDonough is turning into the babyface. Hey, Dom, where were you? Why wouldn't you help us? Look, Monday Night Raw. Dom's just in shock because he's scared of Rusev. Finn Balor had to go make the save. Everything Dom is doing, go hang out with your boy Ginger Americano. Finn is turning into the freaking good guy. And you called this, Clutch. You said on NXT, they did the babyface thing. Like, did they just say, "Oh, well, this is gonna work"? Because it seems like they just changed plans got changed, and I think it's for the better because I think a Dom babyface turn would not work. It's not gonna work, but I can see a Finn babyface turn working out. And a younger Josh Kimmel, 14 years old, 13 years old, JD McDonough would be my favorite wrestler of all time. JD McDonough, every time he's on screen, I watch his matches. He is so effing good. He is so good. Just wanted to get that out there. Like he's the best. So how odd is that? They just changed it, and we're all buying it, and it's working.
Like you said, I think it's for the better because the other way around, we've seen too much. I think of Finn Balor as a heel, and I have this theory, like seeing what happened on NXT, like I talked about last week. Finn Balor, like back in the day, babyface Finn Balor in 2025 would be just as over as Jey Uso, like with the entrance, with the hands going up in the air, the vibe that he put out. I think he would be insanely over. I don't think we're going to get exactly that, but maybe in that direction where the fans can get more involved with Finn. And I don't think Finn is a hard guy to get behind once he goes babyface mode.
No, and Justin wants to know, but where does that leave him and Liv? Because Liv is coming back as a babyface. We don't know how or when Liv is coming back. You would assume, like, we live in an era where Cody Rhodes puts out this huge whoa and monologue and promo, and Seth Rollins comes out to interrupt, tells his people stay back, and people are chanting, oh, people cheer everybody. You could bring Liv back. She's going to get a pop no matter what. And she could still be a heel. And guess what? She's still going to get that pop. So I think she can come back as a heel. She's better as a heel. But it's a good point, though. Where does that story go? But again, that's something down the road. But Dom being a freaking babyface with the El Grandes, as AJ Styles calls them, whatever. There's too many of them. They're having I'm into the gimmick. I like that there's 4, 5. Add more. Give me more. I think this is great. I really do. I'm buying into the multiple El Grandes. I'm in.
Yeah.
Also, that gives a path for Chad Gable to come back and just be El Grande too.
It does.
Yep. They came up with a good idea from a bad situation. Whenever he went down, like, how are they going to keep this going? And then it was super obvious. And then they're running with it now by throwing a bunch of them out there.
Oh, this is gonna set up huge Chad Gable versus Kaiser. What are we talking about? This is
Yeah.
gonna be a WrestleMania match.
Yeah. Who's the
Who's
real
right? Yeah, well, you don't think this is gonna happen?
No, I'm all for it. I told you, listen, I've been a big fan of this storyline since it
Yeah.
started.
It's
And
one
that
of
would
the-
be a
it's one
great
of the
way to
greatest.
cap it off, to make good of the situation. It sucks that Chad Gable got hurt, but now they've used that to kind of pivot the story, and they have a potential awesome match at WrestleMania just waiting to happen.
Yes. Okay. So we are running a little long, and that means I have to get into my AEW minute real quick. Justin, I know you're an AEW guy.
Yeah. Does this AEW minute include your announcement? Did you already do your announcement? Was it that underwhelming, or did I miss it?
You want to know my important announcement, Chris?
Just make sure that's included at the end of the show, because you said you're going to wrap up with your AEW minute.
Well, this is my important announcement will be in the AEW minute.
Okay.
So AEW Clutch, have you been paying attention to it at all? Do you know anything?
The only thing I paid attention to, because they were making fun of it on Twitter, and every time they make fun of Tony Khan on Twitter, I listen. So was when he announced the women's tag team championship, and he didn't blink a single second. And I was like, that man is coked up. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say that. He was coked up.
There was a lot going on in that segment. Yes. So they announced it's perfect. AEW minute. They announced AEW women's tag team champions, as if they don't have enough champions on this roster. So there goes another useless addition to AEW. And of course, people like Sean Ross Sapp. Oh, this is so good for the shut up. This sucks. Nobody cares. I wish it got booed. Fans need to speak up. And I understand that only the sickos are watching this crap nowadays. I understand the sickos are only people going nowadays, but they needed to boo that. That was trash. Hangman Page just wrestled a 40-minute match against Kyle Fletcher, and he followed it up with a open challenge for the AEW World Championship against Lee Moriarty. Imagine if Cody Rhodes just beat Drew McIntyre and said, hey guys, I'm going to have an open championship on SmackDown. Anyone can apply for this. Anyone can come out. And Tozawa comes out. That is the equivalent. Why are we watching our world champion wrestle freaking not even mid-carders, low-carders? Chris Statlander won the AEW World Championship against Tony Storm. Didn't know they were feuding. Didn't know. I watch AEW. Didn't know they were feuding. Didn't know what the feud was about. Didn't know anything about it. Sure. That's like saying WWE is going to have a fatal four-way match. And guess who's going to be the champion? I don't know. Jada Parker. Sure. Why not? No reason. Just do it. Also, I think this is the reason why they're doing this. Their 6-year anniversary is next week. Chris, we got to watch a show. We have to watch a show.
Next Wednesday?
Yes. They're bringing back all the oldies, man. Jurassic Express is back together. They're coming back next week. So if you're into Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, they're going to be on the show next week. Chris Statlander is an original. They rewarded her with a championship. Adam Page is an original. He has the champion. Like, I kind of like where they're going with this. They're bringing back all the OGs, all the acts that worked back in 2020. But here's the problem. Here's the one thing missing. They were in Pittsburgh last night. What do we know about AEW in Pittsburgh?
Britt Baker.
Where's Britt?
Does she even work there anymore?
I don't know. And I just couldn't believe.
We need Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa Part 2.
We do.
Your favorite.
We got here, not a nice guy 34 says the match with Cena and Lesnar killed it. That's it.
I agree. It killed the show.
Killed the vibe. I wasted all of my energy pre-show. I gave you guys the biggest promo of all time about AEW, and I wish you guys could have seen it. I wish you guys. I just don't have it in me at this time. 7:20 at night on my end. Clutch is a lot later, but I'm just so mad that I invested so much time into AEW in my life, and they don't care about their fan base anymore. They don't care what we want. They keep on doing the same nonsense, the same just, oh, Mark Briscoe wins the biggest match of his career, so we're going to reward him with a freaking trios match with freaking jobbers. Kyle Fletcher just wrestles the biggest match of his career and loses to Hangman Page. But next week, he's wrestling Hologram for the TNT Championship. They don't know how to book their fucking athletes. Sorry, Bobby. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to create stars. They stop. And this is the time you need to strike because WWE is price gouging me and you. And they don't care. They think they're the NFL. They're charging people like $4,000 to sit on the floor. There's WrestleMania next year. I looked at tickets. We all did. It's like $1,000 for nosebleeds. What are we doing?
You know,
and then
crazy?
they move it to ESPN where we can't watch.
Yep.
Tony Khan says, just get a grip and go, wow, this is my time to shine. I can get fans back. But he doesn't want to listen to us. He doesn't care about us. And it pisses me off. So my big announcement is I'm doubling down. I'm going to start buying their pay-per-views because I'm not going to buy. I'm protesting WWE's. I'm seriously. I'm going to buy every single AEW pay-per-view from now on. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it. And I am so mad at ESPN right now and WWE. So even though Tony Khan did all these bad things, I'm like a battered person in a relationship. I'm coming back to him. I'm giving all my money to AEW. That's my big announcement. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
I thought you were about to, with that big AEW rant plus the pre-show one plus all the text messages.
Misery loves company, Chris. How long have you known me? I don't like to be happy. So I'm going to continue to watch AEW.
I thought your announcement was going to be you were done with AEW. I thought you were going to follow in my footsteps and say enough is enough, even though I'm wearing their shirt right now. I thought you were going to say enough is enough. You're out. Your big announcement is you're watching no wrestling anymore. That's it.
How do you feel about that, Clutch? How do you feel about me doubling down on the company that brought us here in the first place?
I just got whiplash with you bad mouthing the show and then just right back to, hey guys, I'm spending all my money on them now.
Did you guys see Mercedes' outfit at the pay-per-view? That's all I got to say. Did you guys see that?
No.
No?
No.
She was phenomenal. She's the greatest. She's going to beat Chris Statlander for that championship, and she's going to have like 20 titles. And we're all going to worship Mercedes Moné.
And 20 people will see it because the ratings will go down again.
That's correct. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Finstock Sports Network. We are on Finstock Extra right now, so smash that like button, hit subscribe. I'll be back here Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, breaking down. Actually, we'll be doing a AEW review. So, Clutch, if you want to watch AEW as well, I mean, we're going to be talking about it. I think you need to give it a shot, at least back in 2020. Those were good shows. Right, Chris? You can attest. Those were good shows.
2019 through like 2021, part of 2022 was the golden age.
Stars, the brightest stars fizzle out the fastest, as that's someone said that somewhere. So we're going to wrap it up. Clutch, thank you for being here. I know I appreciate the picture of Stephanie. You were right, although you lost your championship to Ginger Americano. So I don't know how that makes you feel. We're going to get it back from you next week or whenever the next pay-per-view is. Peace out, guys.
See you.
I'm out.
See ya.